The whispers from below. In the small town of Bracken Hollow, there was an old mansion at the edge of town. Everyone knew about it, but few dared to venture near. The locals said it was cursed, a place where the walls whispered and the floors creaked with memories of the dead. Olivia, a young journalist, had heard all the rumors but didn't believe them. When her editor sent her to Bracken Hollow to investigate the mysterious disappearance of a family who had recently moved into the mansion, she thought it would be a simple task. She had a knack for debunking supernatural stories, after all. The mansion loomed over her as she arrived, its windows dark and uninviting. She knocked on the front door, and it creaked open on its own. The air was thick with dust, the smell of mold filling her nostrils. Despite the eerie silence, Olivia's heart raced with excitement. She had faced ghosts before, in her career as a journalist, and this would be no different. Inside, the house was enormous, with long, empty hallways that seemed to stretch forever. Her footsteps echoed against the cold stone floors as she wandered from room to room, notebook in hand. She didn't feel scared, just curious. It was in the library that she found it, a journal. It was old, the leather cover cracked with age, but the pages were still legible. The entries were from the family who had lived there, detailing their experiences in the house. The last entry, written just days before their disappearance, sent a chill down Olivia's spine. The whispers from below are getting louder. We can hear them at night, calling our names. We thought we were imagining it, but the voices are real. They're coming from beneath the house. We tried to leave, but the doors won't open. They never do anymore. Her hands trembled as she closed the journal, the realization creeping up her spine like icy fingers. She could hear it now, the faint sound of whispers, too soft to understand, but unmistakable. The walls were speaking, just like the locals had said. But who, or what, was speaking? Olivia's heart pounded in her chest. She had to leave, she thought. She turned to head for the door, but before she could take a step, the ground beneath her feet trembled. The whispers grew louder, more urgent, as if they were calling her name. Olivia, the voice was unmistakable. Her name, whispered from deep below the floorboards. Frozen in place, she looked down. The wood creaked and groaned, and then, with a horrifying crack, the floor split open. A dark abyss yawned before her, a black pit that seemed to pulse with something alive. From the depths of the hole, a pale hand reached up, followed by another. The figure pulled itself from the darkness, its skin ashen and stretched tight over its bones. Eyes like hollow pits stared at her, and its mouth opened in a grin that was too wide, too twisted. "Welcome," it rasped, its voice like the wind scraping against a tombstone. The last thing Olivia saw was the figure's bony hand reaching for her ankle, pulling her into the blackness below. The next morning, the town of Bracken Hollow was silent, as it always was. Olivia was never seen again, her disappearance just another mystery in the long history of the mansion. People still whispered about the house, but no one dared to enter. And the whispers from below? They only grew louder.